Well, 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 if it isn't another two-pack with a pitty. Classic Mattel. I mean, they do it to us all the time, but in this case, I really can't complain because it does technically contain two cars, which I don't have. So I am pretty excited about this one. Welcome on back to the Cars Garage, everyone. Hope you're all having a great day. And if you're wondering what Mater's doing here, backed up into our nice two-pack of Claire, Gunzer, and Hallem Haynes here, well, let me just show you why. That's why. Obviously, it's a pretty light pack, being just one old minivan and a pitty inside. So, Maynard, he just needed to help us out there for the intro. But anyways, I think we're good now, Maynard. Thanks for your help. This is a pretty cool two-pack, though. Came out of 2023 two-packs case T in the good old Cars main line. Obviously from Cars on the Road by Mattel, of course, down there. It's a cool two-pack, though. Of course, it contains one new car, Hallem Haynes, but they're both new to the year, technically, so it does have that new for 2023 badge. They look very nice, though. Claire Gunzer, obviously one of the clowns from the Circus episode of Cars on the Road called Showtime, and Hallem Haynes is the stuntman from that episode. Not really a man, because he's a car, but he's still a male, so I guess he's the stunt male pitty, I guess we could call him. And Claire, I mean, I think we can all agree, we always have a hard time at identifying if the clowns are, or even other cars from Cars on the Road, if they're male or female, because they don't really do a lot to differentiate them anymore. So Greebles, I mean, I just assumed he was a male, but now looking back, it's like, well, so far all of these clowns that have had this same pinkish, curvy, lined kind of color scheme have all been females. So is Greebles a female too? I don't know, but it's been something that's been on my mind a lot lately. I mean, this Pitty here, obviously she has a thick eyeliner of makeup, so clearly she's a female. And then Claire here, I mean, just her name alone pretty much gives it away that she's a female, so I don't really know what to expect anymore. But yeah, I was just thinking a lot about Greebles the other day, and then I was just like up at night thinking about him, like wondering, is he a male or female? Okay, I wasn't actually doing that, but anyways, this is a cool dude back. Hallem Haynes, obviously this is his first release. He was only ever released before in a good old playset with Ivy, the Showtime Loop playset, of course. But he was just, plastic, and then he was ugly and not good. So it's nice that we have a metal version of him now. Honestly, I didn't think they'd do him this year. I really didn't. I thought that they were going to save him for next year or the year after. I don't know. But he just seems like such a small character. So I was a little surprised that they, put him in this two-pack here, but I'm happy about it. Zoom in on the artworks here, because they are pretty nice. Claire's artwork is actually probably one of the best Cars on the Road artworks I've seen so far. Looks very clowny, she's clowning around, I mean, her eyes are all like just all wonky, they're not in a straight line. Big old grin there, big old creepy smile with the paint for her lipstick. I don't know, she really is a little creepy. Let's move on. Let's look at Hallem Haynes now. Very cool. They even like detailed his forks here. They're all like marked up, which doesn't seem to be translated too good onto the die cast, but oh well. Other than that, I mean, honestly, they don't really look all that similar, I guess, now that I'm looking at them. This is clearly metallic, and this is not. This is like a turquoise cyan, I guess, blue kind of color. Like, that looks like Ivy's color. This does not, so I don't know. We'll have to do some comparison when we get him out of the package there, but in the package it looks very, very metallic. So we might have another situation like this plane here, the Circus Stunt biplane, if I can do some quotes there, because he's not really a biplane at all. But they obviously kind of botched this too. At least I think. I don't think he's supposed to be metallic, but he is. So since they have pretty much the same paint job, it really doesn't surprise me that it looks like they kind of screwed that one up too. Classic Mattel screwing things up. But anyways, take a look at the back here. I just love the Cars on the Road packaging. You're going to hear me say that a lot because I'm going to be reviewing lots more Cars on the Road 2-packs very soon. Got the old As Seen in Cars on the Road text there, of course, and lots of other really cool 2-packs here. Got Lightning McQueen Deputy Hazard with Bella Cadavra, Lisa and Louise, Jeremy and Chief Diss, who I just reviewed the other day, and then Kirsten Marshall and Mark Sondheimer. That's the only one that I don't have yet, and it should probably be the easiest one to find, so I'm not worried about finding it. Hopefully I will soon in the store. It seems like they're all hitting Canada now, which is great news. Empowering the next generation through play. How much longer are they going to keep that on the packages? I don't know. But anyways, yeah, it'll be nice to add to our circus fleet from the good old Circus Velocitas in Cars on the Road. So, without any further ado, let's bust these guys open. Well, would you look at that? Our nice, happy circus family is beginning to grow and grow, getting bigger and bigger, and it's just looking so awesome the more clowns we introduce. Of course, if you don't know, Claire Gunzer here, this awesome little minivan, actually is also available as a single in Case F of 2023 singles, but obviously Hall is not. You can only get him in this 2-pack, which is why I was kind of complaining a little in the intro, because while it's not really a bad thing for me because I didn't have Claire beforehand, I would assume that it's a little annoying for people that already bought Claire as a single. Now, if they want to get Hall, they're going to have to resort to getting him in this 2-pack. And I don't know if Hall will ever be available again, especially as a single. If he gets released again, it'll probably be in another 2-pack because he's just too small to put by himself. And I don't know, unless they put him with some kind of accessory, I don't really see him getting a single release. Anyways, though, I think we're going to start off with Claire, might as well. Hall's a bit too small to start with. Claire looks very nice, though. I mean, she actually does share the same model as Minnie. Very classic minivan from, obviously, Cars 1. I don't even have a regular Minnie diecast. I only have this one here. This is the Lost in the Desert version of her. But it does the trick, obviously. You can see it's the exact same model. So that's kind of cool. You could actually really just buy a bunch of Claires, because I heard her single and this 2-pack, too, is actually starting to peg warm quite badly. So you can actually buy a lot of Claires, just a bunch of doubles, and paint them up to be other cars, because there's a lot of characters, just background characters, throughout all the Cars movies that have this model. So that would be actually a good idea. I might have to do that if I'm ever finding a bunch of Claires on the pegs, I guess. Anyways, though, might as well show you guys a little image or two of where Claire appears at in the Showtime episode. She's actually a pretty strong minivan, because we can actually see in one shot in the episode when they're doing their whole performance for Mater, McQueen, and Ivy, you can actually see her holding up 9 other circus cars, other clowns, on top of her, on her roof somehow. I don't know how that's even possible, but I don't know, she just has this super strength, I guess, just like Hall, because he's a stuntman too, so they're both very strong. So it obviously kind of makes sense that they're both in this 2-pack together. Works out well for Mattel, I'd say. But yeah, I love her expression. I think she looks really cool. Very animated and very good clown-like. I mean, she just looks a little bit like I don't know, I don't want to say serial killer, but yeah, I don't know, that's what she's reminding me of, to be honest. Very creepy look to her face, though. The big old lipstick marking doesn't help either, but very cool. I like her expression a lot more than Greebles, who, for whatever reason, has a frown. I don't really understand that. But, yeah, I don't know. But the thing about Claire is that she doesn't have a red nose. So I don't really understand that. She is a clown, after all. Why does she not have a red nose? I mean, all the clowns so far have had them. Even Kelly Beambright and Rhoda Marker, they have noses. So what is up with Claire? Why doesn't she have a nose? I don't know. Might just have to start calling her No Nose Claire. But yeah, pretty cool. No plastic eye plate, which is kind of nice for a change. Just nice and heavy metal minivan. I'm a little surprised how heavy she is. I didn't really expect that, but pretty cool. I love the design on her. Her base color is just like this off-whitish kind of cream color. Then she's got all these cool like tiger stripes going around throughout her body on the side and the top. And even got some polka dots on the back. Look at that. That's really cool. Even has a license plate, which is nice. What does it say? J01-20S. And then I don't even know what that says. I'm not even going to begin to try to figure out what that word on the bottom or the word on the top says. But I'd imagine it's supposed to be some kind of carification of some kind of state. I almost want to say Nebraska, maybe. I can't read that. That's really bad, Mattel. But yeah, very cool. I love all the colors on her. The red, lavender, pink, plum, just a ton of different colors. Cool rims too. She has almost like a burnt orange kind of like brownish kind of rim. Different from Greebles, who has pure yellow rims. Same with Pitty here. She has yellow rims too, so I wonder if this is accurate or not. Looking at the artwork off to the side, it seems like it's pretty good. Nice rubber mirrors, which are pink, so that's cool. I really like this one. This is a nice car. Just nice to get more clowns, even if there are just repaints of other cars. Really like the polka dots in the back, too. Nice pink background and the blue polka dots, like a teal color. They detail their taillights nicely. And I don't know why, there's like a big white rectangle behind her license plate. I feel like that's probably not supposed to be there, but who knows? You don't really ever get to see the backside of Claire in the episode, I don't think, so guess we can't know for sure. Very cool. Very animated looking car, like I was saying. I like her a lot. She is copyrighted on the bottom, too. A lot of new cars have been copyrighted lately. I guess it makes sense since this model hasn't been made from Thailand yet. So it says 2022 down there. Date stamp is S19A. Probably different from the single one because the single came out, like I said, in case F, so quite a while ago now. Yeah, this is a really cool car. It says online that she is a Chauncey Motors Cavalcade Touring 200. That's a mouthful. But yeah, that checks out because that's the same model as Minnie. And that is what she is, after all. And it says that online she's actually named off of the story editor for Cars on the Road named Claire Munzer. So I guess that's a cool little clarification of her name, Claire Munzer, Claire Gunzer. It's weird because it doesn't really sound like that clowny to me. I thought all the other the clowns were gonna have like clowny names, just like singular names, like Greebles, just kind of like a pun on Gremlin. But no, I guess not. Oh well, still nice. Kind of odd that she has a last name, but so does Kelly Beambright. So does Rodette Marker, and then the Pitty's unnamed. Yeah, here's a better look at her next to Minnie. Very nice. Minnie doesn't have that white background to her license plate, so I don't know. I feel that's probably inaccurate, but oh well. Yeah, Minnie hasn't had a Thailand release yet, so she's due for one. I don't know how I don't have a Minnie diecast. I really don't. Here's Lost in the Desert Van, though, just for comparison. He is a different model, but still a minivan nonetheless. He's bigger, obviously. More masculine looking, I'd say. It's funny because I don't think we've ever seen a male of this minivan model. I don't think we've ever seen a female of this minivan model. That's interesting. And here's one more minivan I have to show you guys of a different model. This is Mo Revlin, Maddie McGear's mom, who is more like an SUV than a minivan, but I think since the doors handles are connected, which means like she has a sliding door, I guess that means she's a minivan. She looks nice though. Mo Revlin, no, this is Melissa Bernabreak, sorry. Mo Revlin, I have her too, but she's the same model, so no reason to show her. But yeah, interesting, not the same as Claire though here. Anyways, let's move on to Hall, the new car from the pack. Where can we put Claire Gunzer? We'll move her back there with the other clowns. There. Goes right next to Greebles and the Pitty. But yeah, this guy is cool. He's a stuntman, obviously. Very small, just a little Pitty. I think this is actually a new model. I don't think we've ever seen this mold casting used before on a car before. Any Pitties? I don't think, at least. It's not the same as My Name Is Not Chuck here, who I have. Or, like, this is the same one. The Dynaco one here. Luke Pedalwork. Definitely not the same, but I read online it's supposed to be like a more like modern version of it, which makes sense. This is actually like the same model of Pitty as some of the Cars 3 stock car Pitties have, so they haven't done any of those yet, so it makes sense that this is obviously the first time it was used. Looks cool though. Let me show you guys a picture or two of where he appeared at in the episode. Obviously lifting up tons of cars, including Ivy somehow. I mean, I don't really understand that, how he was able to do that. Kind of just like defies the logic of physics, but whatever. Pixar didn't really care. They just wanted to make a cool car that was like a bodybuilder Pitty. I mean, I guess it makes sense that he kind of has to be a Pitty to be able to be like a weightlifter, because Pitties are like the only car that actually have like kind of like hands, not really hands, but like the only like movable part on them. They're just like they can function around more like in a human world than cars can. So I guess it makes sense that he is a Pitty after all. Very small though, small little Pitty, but small but mighty, obviously. He looks very cool. I like him a lot. I don't think he has any speaking lines. Same with Claire, she doesn't either. Very nice metallic turquoise color though. Reminds me a lot of Robert Jam Jones. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get him out. I completely forgot about him. Might actually have the same model as him, too. That's interesting. I didn't even think of that. He's like the same color as him, but now metallic. Interesting. Cool little hat. Nice decal on top. It's almost like fire. It looks like an orange flame, like a tannish beige kind of background to it. And then cool checkered flag too, the green and red. Very nice. Very reminiscent of the planes. Like old design that he has on him. Kind of looks like the same paint job, to be honest. Nice green rims. That's something different you don't usually see on a pitty. Oh, looks like he has a metal base too. That's cool. Look at that. Very nice. S22A is the date stamp. So, wow, it's a lot sooner than Claire. S19A, okay, not that much, never mind. I was thinking Claire's was, I don't know why I thought it said 13 for some reason, but no. Only a few weeks after this guy was made, after Claire. They even put these little hooks here, like little grabbers. I'll call them graspers, that's what I'll call them. But that's cool. That's how he picks up things, I guess. Makes sense. More easily. And then they even detailed his forks here. They put some little yellow flames on them. They're completely orange, so that looks cool. Very nice. See his nice smile in there too, hiding behind the forks. I'm glad that we can see his smile, because some pitties you can't. No plastic eye plate. Looks good. Eyes are a little blurry, but not too bad. Still see them. Very nice. I like this car. He's small, but he's cool. Now, let's compare him to some other pitties. Kind of already showed him next to My Name Is Not Chuck. But, yeah, he's just really the more modern version of this model. Pretty much. He doesn't have the baggage on the back or the sides either. Different forks. Bigger hat. Or no, actually smaller hat. Smaller visor on it. He looks a lot more happy too. I bet he doesn't have other cars forgetting his name all the time, like poor Chuck. That's funny. Let me go get the other pitties though. Alright, so I guess we're gonna have a pitty party here. Got tons of pitties for you guys to compare him to. Start off with Guido, obviously, just for comparison's sake, because everyone's got a Guido lying around. Obviously a little bigger than Guido, but still around that same kind of size range. Who next? Here is Pam Wheeldaro, who I thought her and Robert Jam Jones would have the same model as Hall here, but it looks like neither of them really have the same exact model. They're similar, that's for sure. But no, he's more curved a little bit more, on the back side, whereas this good old Robert here, who was an extreme tag former in 2021, looks like he's more squared off in the back, and Pam is just too tall. She's not even the same model at all. So I don't know what I was thinking there. And then here's Sarah Cogs, the other Cars on the Road pitty that we've gotten so far. And yeah, obviously she's much bigger than Hall, but still, I feel like they should be around the same size. So I don't know why Hall's so small, but maybe it's accurate. I don't know. Looks cool though. I like Hall a lot. And might as well compare him to the Circus Stunt Performer pitty, who is the European model of pitty, so she's not even the same at all. She's completely different. Or he, I don't know. Looks like a she though to me. Anyways though, let's get all these pitties out of here. Put our focus back on good old Claire Gunzer and Haynes. Interesting names. Claire Gunzer, Haynes, they're both use apostrophes in the name. So kind of funny that they paired them together in a 2-pack. But yeah, nothing to complain about with these guys. They look really cool. They really add something special to our circus fleet of cars and planes and monster trucks. Now we got a whole circus family going on here. And hopefully I'll be able to get, I know I got Maypillar Durev coming in the mail, so I'll review her soon. And then as for everyone else, I think I'll be able to get Kelly Beambright and Rodette Marker. I don't know when I'll get her, but Kelly Beambright I should be able to find soon. So yeah, we'll have a lot more circus car reviews coming very soon to the channel, hopefully, assuming I can get them all. And before you go, I also forgot to let you guys know that Hallem Haynes here is actually, his name is based off of Chris Haynes, who is the layout and rendering coordinator of Cars on the Road. So that's kind of cool. Claire was named off Claire Munzer, and Hall was named off Chris Haynes. So pretty darn cool. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time on the Cars Garage.